Well, all right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see, one person here. This is my first time doing this on using the Patreon link only. So, I don't know. We'll just go to it. As soon as I wipe the camera. I don't know if Kathy's here. Kathy? This is awkward. What the heck? Okay. Okay, good. This is weird. Awkward. I can always... Hey, Laura Nelson. Hi. All right. We have two people. Anyways, hey, you got to start somewhere, right? I always started from the bottom. Oh my goodness. Anyways, I'm just going to I'm about to edit this first part out. So, I don't know. This is my first time doing this way. And that's the only way to learn for me is just to jump on in. So, okay, let me, now y'all behave. How's it going? How are y'all doing? How's your mom and them? I saw, where Lori is competent. I don't know. I saw it. Gigi did a YouTube short. Anyways, all right. We're just gonna. Well, I figured so. Thank you, Mr. Tom. Thank you for being here. I'm more nervous with this. Is that crazy? Anyways, all right. I'm gonna go and fetch the 74-page document. I don't know why my camera's not focusing. It's getting on my nerves. It doesn't make any damn sense. There's always something, all right? Anyways, okay. Let me stop that. And then, okay. I have to share my screen. Why does it say present? It changed. It does not say share. It says present. I'm sorry, Jason just walked in. We're doing a bunch of sign language. All right, Let me get to it. Okay. Share. All right. It's doing some thinking. So let me jump back over here. Here in the UK, happy it's only 11 p.m. What? Right? Oh my gosh, I'm a night owl, so I kill Kathy, and I'm sure Mr. Tom. So I'm glad to see you guys here. I really am. Like I said, you have to start somewhere, right? um. Anyways, all right. So let me run back over to that page. One day they'll have this fixed to where you don't have to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I don't want to take a survey. Okay, so this is the Mesa Police Department public records request. This is basically, I don't know, I think it's like a report. I am not a professional. I'm not, I'm just learning as I go, just like everybody else, it seems. So, anyways, this says it's for Melani Pawlowski and Brandon Boudreau. The whole uh, oh my gosh, it'll tell me um, identity theft or whatever. All right, it'll tell us. Yeah, it says it right here, identity theft. Hello. And it says cleared by arrest, so I find that interesting. Anyways, it says general offense information reported on December 16th, 2020, occurred between February 5th, 2020 and December 16th, 2020, which is kind of weird. Approved on December 17th, 2020, approved by this dude. Cop log. All right. Mesa, Maricopa, it's a Class D felony for felonies. The offense number 1 is identity theft completed. Your guess is as good as mine. Okay, it says case-specific information. This is, I kind of looked over the first couple pages, and so I realized that Brandon's dad's name must be Brandon because I know they called him Carlson, but not Brandon Carlson Boudreau. So I do believe he is the first victim here. It says case-specific information: sex male, race white, yada yada yada. Non-Hispanic, 6 foot, 190 pounds, blue eyes. Brown hair. Let's see. And then master name index. Okay. Linkage factors. It says 30 to 49 years old, victim of 26F-2, identity theft completed, relationships between victim to offenders, relationship unknown, offender's name, Pawlowski, Melani, offender's role, arrestee includes long form. I don't know what that means. I wrote me a little note right here. Like, what the heck is, well, I don't know where it's at. Anyways, what the heck is long form? But I'd have to jump back over there to see what y'all are saying. We'll figure it out together. But anyways, it says victim number 2, Brandon Paul Boudreau, white male, 5'7", 170 pounds, brown eyes, brown hair. Anyways, 30 to 49 years old, victim of 26F-2, identity theft completed. Relationships between victim to offenders. Relationship victim was boyfriend/girlfriend. So I'm thinking this is maybe Jennifer, which would be Brandon's wife. I think that's her name. I'm pretty sure. Because, yeah, I don't know. Anyways, offender's name, Melani Pawlowski. Arrestee includes, yeah, same thing. Number 3, arrestee includes long form juvenile referral, city and release. number 1, Pawlowski, Melanie Lee. Case specific information, female, white, Laguna Azul Avenue. Don't call her or do, whatever. It says her place of birth is Idaho, which is weird. That is Melanie, right? Yeah. Person particulars, place of birth, Idaho, 5'7", hazel, blonde, 130 pounds. Her phone number, and it says charge summary, summon number 1, offense, computer tampering, unauthorized access, completed. Linkage factors. Damn allergies. I'm gonna go jump over there just a second. Mesa resident, 30 to 49 years old, unarmed. Did you pat her down? Anyways, offense 26F, identity theft completed November 4th. Okay. 2021 is her arrest date. Oh, come on. Booked or long form is the arrest type. Gotta love the changing seasons. All right. And this is a narrative text. It's interesting. Related date, December 16, 2020 at 16:15 hours. I originally filed a complaint with a detective, Ryan Puller, 3451 Gilbert PD. It has come to my attention that the act of identity theft, I believe, that happened separate from other criminal acts that occurred previously in Gilbert may have actually occurred in Mesa. So he told me I should file a separate complaint with Mesa PD. It is connected to other incidents in a high-profile case invoicing an attempt on my life and the murder of several people across multiple states. This occurrence happened separately from those events a few months after them. Melani Pawlowski turned an image of a check into our civil court judge in a filing for a custody case. That image was obtained by accessing my business bank account without my permission. Once she had acknowledged in our divorce paperwork as well as via text, she knew she was not allowed to access. She used the information, get this, she used the information to submit a false claim of contempt against me with the judge. It's bonkers. I met with criminal attorneys who agreed this fits exactly the crime of identity theft. She knew she was not allowed to use my financial information, but did so without permission to get gain in our court proceedings. I feel very violated, I bet, and would like to press charges. I can give all the information to an officer or can have them get it from Detective Pilar. Lord knows he is an expert with this. All right, I'm gonna jump back over. Hey, Leanne. Hey, Jennifer. Hey, guys. Now, y'all behaving in here? All these moderators. There's nobody to kick anybody out. Yeah, I am. But I still am going to put it public, I don't want to do a lot of editing. Like I'm going to have to do right here, probably. Probably not. So, yeah, I know. They left her address and her phone number. Claim of contempt. Hey, good looking. How you doing? Yeah. I don't know. I don't really want to read all the little, I'll scan over it or whatever, but all like I just did with all the weight and it gets a little crazy. Right? They're not I feel like we really need to do our due diligence and really research the hell out of all the politicking, all the attorney, everybody. Just I've done a little, but not enough. Yeah. Yeah, we have Laura here too from the UK. So, mod happy hour, right? There you go. My gosh. Okay. I'm getting old. And, anyways, let me go back to it. Let's got to get through it. Um, the narrative text, detective narrative, subject investigation, release date October 14th, 2021. That was almost 3 years ago. Or almost 2 years ago. Yeah, no, almost a year ago. Hell, I'm trying to jump to 2023. Anyways, reporting party victim Brandon Boudreau, investigative lead Melani Pawlowski, formerly Boudreau. Case summary. On 10/14/2021, I knew it was going to do that. I reviewed this active assigned case and found the following. On 12/16/20, Brandon Boudreau filed an online police report regarding his ex-wife, Melani Pawlowski, formerly Boudreau, accessing his business account without his permission and capturing a check image she later provided as evidence in their civil custody matter and used against him as a false claim of contempt with the judge. Brandon documented in his report narrative that Melanie acknowledged in their divorce paperwork and text that she was not allowed to access the document from his business account, nor was she going to try to murder him. Anyways, no, I'm sorry. Anyways, as of this writing, no documentation such as a fraud packet, the check image captured, the divorce paperwork, or the text documentation Brandon is referring to has not been received and or attached to this case via RMS 10/14/21. So no document. What? As of this writing, no documentation such as a fraud packet, the check image capture. So they didn't get none of their stuff, I guess. Investigative lead, Melani Pawlowski. I looked up an investigative lead and it led me to it was showing me stuff and I put in Arizona and it was showing me stuff on the police side of it. And I was just like, no, that's not what I'm looking for. Because, I mean, she's an investigative lead. Is she not a a damn suspect, Oh my gosh, my phone never stops. It's when I let my notifications come through. Oh my God. I'm gonna flip it over. Anyways, all right, investigative lead. All right. Using databases available to me, I performed additional follow-up on the investigative lead, Melani. I found Melani has been involved in one other recent Mesa police case in which she was the reporting party / victim of harassment in a case involving her aunt, Lori Vallow. What? Who has been on the news for killing her children. I'd say allegedly they're whomever's saying this. What? What am I missing? Okay. I listed Melani Pawlowski as an investigative lead in the RMS name module of this case, and I attached her moving violation, MVD. I guess that's what that is. It's probably not. Motor vehicle, I don't know. Record to this report via RMS, unless it's going to show some coordinates. I don't know. I did find a ticket, y'all. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, Maricopa County Superior Court follow-up. Using the Maricopa County Superior Court website, I performed follow-up on the civil / victim. I'm sorry. I performed follow-up on the civil / family court case Brandon is referring to in his initial report. I found Brandon and Melanie have 4 children in common, and Brandon filed for divorce from Melanie on July 8th, 2019. I thought she filed. According to the court case documents and case calendar, it appears the child custody portion of their family case was an issue since the very beginning. Normally, there are multiple cases. Note There are multiple case notes documented and calendar dates since the beginning of the case. Trial was scheduled on 11/19 of 2020, less than 1 month prior to this incident. And at that time, the case documents state the matter was under advisement. An order was issued by the court, and on August 31st, 2021, after there was an order for the children to attend counseling, the order on 8/31/21 is the last thing documented in the case. I attached a screenshot of the family court case to this incident via RMS to show the case number, date, and these same parties involved. Gilbert Police Department follow-up. Let me take a swig. Take a drink. Okay. Yeah, okay. Brandon documented in the narrative of his report that he filed a complaint with Gilbert Police Department Ryan Pilar regarding this case, and he learned the identity theft occurred in Mesa. Therefore, the identity theft report must be filed with Mesa Police. Using databases available to me, I searched Brandon's name and other police agency reports, including Gilbert Police. I found the only involvements were for Gilbert Police and Chandler Police incidents. Brandon is listed in traffic citation cases in Chandler in 2010 and 2015. Okay. The only Gilbert Police cases he is listed in are traffic citation case in January 2021 and a traffic collision in June 2021. Reporting party / victim follow-up. On 10/14/21 at approximately 0857 hours, I emailed Brandon at the email address blank. He listed and used in the online reporting system when he filed the initial report. As of this writing, January 14, 21 at 15:10 hours, I have not heard back from Brandon regarding my email. Conclusion. This case will remain active at this time pending contact with Brandon. Investigation continued. Oh my goodness. Narrative text. Detective narrative. Contact with Brandon Boudreau and Gilbert PD. I'm not even going to. This person. Val kick. V. We'll call him V. 2020-203522700. Contact with Brandon Boudreau. On 10/27 at approximately 16:13 hours, I contacted Brandon Boudreau via telephone at the phone number blank, listed for him in the initial online report he filed, 2020-203527000. Okay. My conversation with Brandon was audio recorded and later uploaded to video oversight under, I'd say it's a case oversight, but anyways, under this case number. Brandon verified his email address while we were on the phone. He said he checked his email and my email dated 10/14/21 went to his spam folder. Therefore, he had not seen it. Brandon told me the following information. He and his ex-wife, Melani, were divorced on 10/19/19, which was, that's the day that Tammy was murdered. Weird. And to this day, they are still not agreeing on custody issues. On 10/2, I'd say none of us are agreeing on their custody issues. Right? Okay. On 10/2/2019, there was an attempted murder on his life that possibly involved Melani, and the case is still being investigated by Gilbert. Well, they are slow. Gilbert Police Detective R. Pilar. On 10/7/19, Melanie agreed she would remove herself from having access to Brandon's Chase business account for his business called Cougar. I laugh every time I hear that. Cougar Consulting. It's just like, wow. In March, or April of 2020, Melanie submitted a copy of a check that was deposited into Brandon's Chase business account for Cougar Consulting. I wonder if Zalima works for Cougar Consulting. I'm just kidding. Kind of. Anyways. Wow. As evidence in the custody case. Brandon said the only way Melanie could have got a copy of the check she submitted is if she accessed the business account after she was no longer supposed to have access. Brandon said this is identity theft and Melanie should be charged. I advised Brandon that I need proof of what occurred since Melanie previously had access to his business account when they were married. Brandon stated he understood and that he would email me copies or make me a pen drive with that info. The above is a summary of my interview with Brandon. See the audio recording and video oversight for further details. Where's it at? It's not in here. Email information received from Brandon Boudreau. Oh my goodness. On 10/28/21, I received 6 separate emails from Brandon. He sounds like me. He's a Taurus. So is she, though. Melanie. Felonies is a Taurus, too. Anyways. Weird. All that. I messed that all up. The first email. Okay. 6 separate emails. The first email included court information from Melanie's attorney to Brandon's attorney regarding Melanie's 5th supplemental disclosure statement. Melani Boudreau is listed as the petitioner and Melanie Boudreau as the respondent. This disclosure contained copies of exhibits for court, including Check 1020, labeled as Exhibit 4, from Experience LLC to Cougar Consulting, dated on 3/2/2020. What happened that day? There was something significant on March 2nd, 2020. I don't know why that stands out. Anyways, labeled as Exhibit 4 from in the amount of $12,000. This is a check Brandon is referring to when he said Melanie could not have had a copy of this check unless she accessed his business account online. The second email included a screenshot of the portion of the divorce decree stating that the Chase Bank business checking account for Cougar Consulting will be assigned to Brandon, and Melanie will remove herself on or before 60 days from the sale of Quinn property. Cheese and rice. She should. Brandon, he's a hustler. It also contains a screenshot of the text message communication between Melanie and Brandon, dated 10/7/19, in which Melanie advised she removed herself from his bank account. She lies. I mean, that's a given. I'm sorry. Let me go see what y'all are doing. I took some allergy medicine. I'm going to do this so I can rub my nose like a normal person. Yeah, she thinks she's invisible. Oh, you're a Taurus too? Right? But we're not. I'm crazy fun. I can be crazy. Like, not like that, though. That's just like, what? That's like one eye in Idaho and one eye in Hawaii. That kind of crazy. Wow. So, yeah, they I don't know. I don't get it. You're right. Like, I'm about to have to try my little sprayer, my nose sprayer, which I don't like, but I don't like being stopped up either. Anyways, do y'all remember a significant date on March 2nd, 2020? I don't know why that stands out to me, and it could be somebody's birthday or something, because I'm weird about like dates and just like the Taurus thing. I can tell you what sign they are. I really do think I'm on the spectrum. I've taken plenty of tests that say that I'm most likely highly in there, you know. So, anyways, All right, so I'm gonna go back. He's dying. Wow. I mean, it's true. It reminds me of Talladega Nights. There's no I in teen, and there's the M and the E, though, right? Wow. Just reminds me of that. Plus the cougar. And I mean, come on, Zalema. I mean, it's Cougar Consulting, you know? Cougar Cuddles Consulting or something? I don't know. Okay. All right, let me go back. I'm gonna let. Okay. All right. The third email. Did I already do that one? No. All right. The third email contains an attachment of Brandon and Melanie's 72-page original divorce decree. FC 2019-095384. The fourth email contains screenshots of the text conversations between Brandon and Melanie, dated 10/1/19, regarding her removing herself from his bank account. I did want to bring this up real quick because I ran across it because that's what I do. And that's why I stay so. That's my insanity is just because I'm like, wait, I have that. And then I'll go to like retrieve something and then I run over like 10 other things. And I'm like, oh, wow, I forgot about that, you know, such as the thing I'm about to tell you about. Anyways, I know y'all remember, I know y'all do. Janice said that she talked to JJ or she heard JJ or something like that. Good Morning America, she said this. I want to say it was in her interview. I don't know. Anyway, she said it and then she produced her phone record, right? And then she is like a 90-minute conversation or something with Lori on 10. Wait, is it 10/1? I think so. Yes. And that's the day that Lori rented the storage unit. So, Janice was on the phone with Lori the same day that Lori rented the storage unit. And yeah, I'm gonna pull it up on phone real quick. I should have did that to begin with, but I didn't. Okay. That way I can read it because let's see here. Okay. It says, okay, her phone record that I have right here. It's a bunch of phone calls. October 1st, 9:56 a.m., 10:46 a.m., 10:48, 11:23, Santan Valley, all that. And then the one that is not highlighted, it's October 1st at 3:00 p.m. Ooh, we need to go compare timestamps. And the phone number, Queen Creek, Arizona, incoming call, 97 minutes. Okay. So, and then again, then at 5:30 that same day, Santan Valley, Arizona, Phoenix for 20 minutes. So, but that phone number is not showing. I'm just saying. Rather weird. I wonder if she found out or something. I don't know. But Daybell first visited Self Storage Plus on October 1st and signed a 53 is my favorite number. So it's weird how a lot of things are like 53, except for the storage unit. It was 52 or 54 or something. Anyways. Okay, $53 per month rental agreement for a 10x10 unit, according to a contract reviewed by EastIdahoNews.com. Surveillance cameras at the facility show Daybell and a man associated with her visited the unit 9 times in October and once in November. Often the man, who appears to be Alex Cox, Daybell's brother, came alone. Okay. And then from Self Storage Plus, 53. I'm 5'3". And my birthday's on 5'3". mm. Due to numerous media inquiries, Self Storage Plus LLC, in parentheses it says Self Storage Plus, would like to provide this statement. First and foremost, Self Storage Plus hopes for the speedy and safe return of Joshua J.J. Vallow and Tylee Ryan. Our thoughts and prayers are with all those people who have been affected by this tragedy. Self Storage Plus is a local Rexburg business that rented a storage unit to Lori Vallow Daybell. Self Storage Plus is working with local authorities who are investigating this matter, and so as not to jeopardize their investigation, will not be providing any further information at this time. Again, Self Storage Plus hopes for the speedy and safe return of Joshua J.J. Vallow and Tylee Ryan. Anyone with information on this matter should contact the following. Okay. And okay, so I know it was something from, and it was just nothing on the record, but it was like a post from Self Storage Plus. And I mean, it's just, that's where you find the most nuggets. I'm telling you, that is where it's at. For me, anyway, like, I'm just slow. Because I hate when I find something and then I can't find it again. And so yeah, that thing we were talking about was found this on Reddit. It was posted in a one of the groups, Facebook groups, and they found this on Reddit. It was on Good Morning America. It's weird because Lori talked to her mom on October 1st, according to phone records. Was this the day that Lori rented the storage unit? Why, yes, it was. And then I know that Lori did it under Lori Ryan. Is this it? Be it. Okay. Yeah, this is it. Okay, it reads, most have seen information about our storage units throughout this investigation. Scary facts. 1 is if Lori would have paid in cash and paid for a year or two up front. As many that are leaving, okay, they spelled it wrong. As many that are leaving town for an extended time do. Number 2, if she would have not kept a copy of her lease, which was found in her townhome. This is how law enforcement originally were alerted of the unit and led to the first search warrant being executed. Everyone, including myself, law enforcement, the public, and you, would not have any clue of its existence. What are they? Okay. Most don't know, but the unit was rented under the name of Lori Ryan. So we would have never had the timelines, the contents of the unit, the video, including the odd behavior of putting stuff in and out, and not to mention the famous butt grab, and the proof that Alex and Chad were involved. Yeah. I did text it to you. It says, it is so scary how looking back into this case and realizing that they could have possibly gotten away with this. I, for one, am very thankful that Chad and Lori turned out to be not as smart as they thought they were. Rest in peace, JJ and Tylee, and may Chad, Lori, and anyone else involved in this pure evil rot in the depth of hell for all of eternity. Boom. I don't know. I just, that's, to me, those are nuggets, because it's like, I'm so appreciative of that guy. Oh, you do? You do, Leanne? Well, good. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I find them and then I'm like, holy crap. Like I found some more Zalema Cuddle Twitter on her Twitter account. I'm like, oh no. So I'll have to, of course, combine that together one day. One day. It's good to just, for me, it's good to go over the information because it jogs so many things. And sometimes when I feel like I'm defeated or we're defeated in this, it's just like, no way, there's no way out of this. And I mean, just know that, I'm sorry, I'm trying to grab something, that there is a mountain, and I'm not exaggerating, a mountain of evidence that we don't even know that slams them shut. That is from an anonymous source. Anyways, so that's all there is. And I mean, sometimes we don't realize how much they do have. It is voluminous in every sense of the word. It's voluminous as the day is long. So thank God for that. All right. Okay. Let's see. Where were we at? All right. The third email contains an attachment of Brandon and Melanie 72-page original divorce decree. I don't want to say those numbers. The fourth email contains screenshots of text conversations between Brandon and Melanie dated 10/1/2019 regarding her removing herself from his bank account. The fifth email is regarding my question response regarding the Quinn property as referred to in the divorce decree. Brandon's response is the Quinn property was the house that he and Melanie shared together. Okay. And it was sold on 10/3/19. The sixth email contains information from Brandon regarding Melanie's violation of Arizona revised statute as well as a statement from him. I attached copies of above emails and all documents, screenshots received from Brandon to this case in RMS. Maricopa County records. On 10/28/21, using the Maricopa County recorder site, I searched for records regarding the sale of the Quinn property related to Brandon and Melanie. I found documentation of the warranty deed 2019-0788-339 on the property, transferring it out of Brandon and Melanie's names on September 30th, 2019. That's my brother's birthday. I also found a deed of release 2019-0836-946 from JP Morgan Chase Bank dated 10/11/18 in the narrative portion, but dated 10/18/19 above the signature portion, dated 10/21/19 on the recorder site, and the names of Brandon Boudreau and Melanie Boudreau. I attached copies of the above documents to this case via RMS. Gilbert Police Contact. On 10/28/21, I spoke to Gilbert Officer Ryan Pilar. He informed me he is working as a patrol officer again and no longer in the criminal What the hell? In the Criminal Investigations Division. Officer Pilar and I briefly discussed our cases, and I confirmed he was not pursuing charges against Melanie for anything identity theft or fraud related. All right. Just like I have to do with the doctrine, I'm taking this literal. I'm going to take it. So hopefully he was not pursuing charges against Melanie for anything identity theft or fraud related. So I don't know. Anyways, conclusion. This case will remain under investigation pending further review of the documents provided and contact with Melani Pawlowski, aka Boudreau. I don't even spell it right. Investigation continued. Okay. What are we on? Page 10? Oh gosh. Okay. Detective narrative. Attempted contact with Melani Pawlowski. This is the same V name. November 2nd, 2021. 2020 20352700 on 11/2/21 at approximately 15:41 hours. I sent Melani an email blank from my department issued email address requesting to speak to her via telephone on Wednesday or Thursday this week regarding her involvement in this case. I did not give any specific case information, what the case involves, or who else is listed in the case. Okay. Prior to emailing Melanie, I confirmed her phone number and email addresses with her ex-husband, Brandon, who is also the father of Melanie's 4 children and the victim/reporting party in this case. As of this writing, 11/2/21, I have not received a response from Melanie. Conclusion. She is now picking. This case will remain active at this time, pending contact with Melanie. Okay, narrative text. Okay, a long form complaint filed. November 4th, 2021. You got to think, November 14th is whenever she was arrested for the trespassing, because it was the second time trespassing on her in-laws, her ex-in-laws' property, trying to get her kids with Alex and what I used to love. I used to want a Kia Telluride, and now I'm like, they ruin everything. Anyways, summary of contact with reporting party/victim Brandon Boudreau. On 10/27/21, I spoke with Brandon Boudreau via telephone regarding this case. Brandon told me the following information. He and his ex-wife, Melanie, have 4 children in common, and they were divorced on 10/19/19. Melanie agreed she would remove herself from having access to Brandon's Chase Bank business account for his business called Cougar Consulting. In March or April of 2020, Melanie submitted a copy of a check that was deposited into Brandon's Chase Bank business account for Cougar Consulting as evidence in their civil custody case. Brandon said the only way Melanie could have seen the business check or obtain a copy of the check she submitted or custody issues is if she illegally accessed his Cougar Consulting Chase Bank business account online after she was no longer on the business account and no longer supposed to access the business account according to their signed divorce decree. That's how I feel when I'm trying to title a video. That whole sentence is about what it takes. Cheese and rice. Brandon provided me a copy of he and Melanie's complete divorce decree, a screenshot of the section of the divorce decree showing Melanie agreed to remove herself. Anyways, from Brandon's Chase Bank Cougar Consulting business account ending in 0995, and screenshots of text message communication between Melanie and Brandon in October 2019, in which Melanie said she removed herself from Cougar Consulting Chase Bank business account. I found on page 11, section 2 of the divorce decree, it states that Brandon is solely assigned Chase business checking account ending in 0995. Brandon and Melanie both initialed acknowledgement on the bottom of the page 11 of the decree. Boom, she's busted. On page 12 of the divorce decree under joint accounts, section 1, subsection A, it states, what the hell? Subsection A, okay. Well, capitalize it. It states Chase business checking account ending in 0995 will be assigned to Brandon, and Melanie will remove herself from the account on or before 60 days from the date of the sale of Quinn property. Brandon and Melanie both initialed acknowledgement on the bottom of the page 12 of the decree. Okay. On page 40 of the decree, also labeled as a signature page, both Brandon and Melanie signed the decree, and it is dated and notarized 8/31/19. I observed the Honorable Judge Roderick Coffey signed the decree on 10/18/19. A copy of the decree, as well as the screenshots discussed above, were all attached to this case. Well, it looks like she came at him once. She came at him twice. No, he came at her once. He came at her once. Came at her 3 times. It says it right there. Just kidding. On 11/3, Brendan and I spoke via email, and he told me the business check Melanie accessed on his Chase business account and provided during their custody hearing was, mobile deposited by him into his business account the day he received the check, and it never left his business office. Brendan provided a copy of his Chase bank statement for Cougar Consulting dated 2/29/20 through 3/31/20 via email showing the check in question was deposited into his business account on 3/2/20, which is the same day the check was dated. Good God. Brennan said he desires and will assist in criminal prosecution against Melanie for accessing his Chase bank business account after she was removed from his Chase business account and had no reason to log into his business account online or capture an image of the check in question. Okay, I had to clear my throat. Brandon provided me the following documents via email on 10/27/21, which clearly show Melanie provided a copy of Brandon's business check deposited on 3/2/20 after she was no longer on his Chase business account for Cougar Consulting or supposed to access his damn business account online. Melanie, jeez. A copy of Melanie's fifth supplemental disclosure statement in which Brandon Boudreau is listed as a petitioner and Melanie Boudreau as a respondent, containing a copy of a check number 1020. Oh my God, I'll have it memorized by the time we're done. Labeled as Exhibit 4 from Experience LLC to Cougar Consulting, dated 3/2/20, in the amount of $12,000. This is a copy of the check from Brandon's business account. A screenshot of the portion of the divorce decree stating the Chase business checking account for Cougar Consulting will be assigned to Brandon, and Melanie will remove herself on or before 60 days from the sale of the Quinn property, which is the property Brandon and Melanie own shared that was sold on 10/3/19. Oh my goodness. A screenshot of text message communication between Melanie and Brandon dated 10/7/19. Oh my God, he had to talk to her after that, after he got shot at. I don't think so. Okay. In which Melanie advised she removed herself from Brandon's business bank account. The warranty deed 2019-0788-339 for the sale of Quinn property is dated 9/30/19. The sale of the property is listed as 10/3/19. The deed of release 2019-836946. My goodness. From JP Morgan Chase Bank, releasing Brandon Boudreau and Melanie Boudreau, aka Melani Pawlowski, from the loan. It is dated 10/18/19. Melanie agreed when she signed the divorce decree that she would remove herself from the damn account within 60 days of the sale of the Quinn house. I think we got it. I don't think she got it, but we got it. If my jaw hurts, I'm not playing. Melanie accessed Brandon's Chase bank business account sometime after 3/2/20 when the business check was deposited, which is more than 60 days after the sale of Quinn property is documented in their divorce decree. Melanie captured an image of a business check dated 3/2/20 deposited into Brandon's Chase bank business account and provided a copy of the check to her lawyer, which was later submitted as an exhibit in Brandon and Melanie's civil custody case. Contact with Melani Pawlowski attorney, Garrett Smith, I guess. Yep. I'm just barreling through. On 11/2/21 at approximately 15:41, Oh wait, I'm thinking. Okay, he got shot at in October. See, it becomes just it just flows together. On 11/2/21, at approximately 15:41 hours, I emailed Melanie regarding this case and asked if we could speak via telephone over the next couple of days. At approximately 16:05 hours, I received a voicemail on my city-issued desk phone number from Melanie. I did not ask for my Siri to come on. Okay. Okay. At 16:05, he received a voicemail from Melanie's attorney, Garrett Smith. Garrett Smith identified himself as Melanie's attorney and requested I call or email him regarding this case. At approximately 16:11 hours, I received an email from Garrett Smith stating the following. My name is Garrett Smith, and I represent Melani Pawlowski. She forwarded me an email you sent to her seeking input into your investigation. Please contact me on my cell phone. Hit me on my hip. No, I'm just kidding. To discuss her participation in that effort at this number. Or you can email me back to discuss as well. At approximately 16:16 hours, I replied to Garrett via email and thanked him for contacting me so quickly regarding the case. I advised Garrett this case involves a copy of a check. Oh my gosh. No, I'm not. Okay, the same check. On 11/3/21, at approximately 12:34 hours, I spoke to Garrett Smith via telephone. I advised Garrett this case is involving an identity theft claim and his client, Melanie, is a suspect in the case. Garrett told me the following information. His client, Melanie, and her ex-husband, Brandon, have been in an ugly, where have we heard that before? In an ugly custody battle for some time. During the custody battle, Melanie logged into Brandon's Chase bank account, business account online and captured an image of a business check. You ever heard that thing? There was this hole in the middle of the ground and the green grass grew around and around and the green grass. That's what I feel like. Is it's just a big buildup. Anyways, they like to waste ink. I'll tell you that. During the custody battle, Melanie logged into Brandon's Chase business account online and captured an image of a business check belonging to Brandon's business that her lawyer later presented as an exhibit during the custody case. Garrett said Melanie was removed from Brandon's Chase bank business account at the time she accessed the copy of the check, but she was still able to access the online account information because Brandon had not changed the login information. Garrett told me this is the most hideous freaking statement I've ever heard, ever. It's called victim blaming, and it's called no. I mean, that's like somebody stealing your purse and them telling you it's your fault because you left it out or whatever. Anyways, it is not Melanie's fault. Brandon was dumb and did not change the login information until 3 days after Melanie accessed the online account. Boy, they are lucky they're not over here in the Bayou State where come here, I got some candy for you. Come here. Come on. And they're lucky that I'm not the person I used to be. I used to be a little, good to hood real quick. But anyways, and did not change the login information until 3 days after Melanie accessed the online account. During my conversation with Garrett, he said Melanie believed Brandon owed her money from the deposited check, and that is why she accessed Brandon's business account and supplied a copy of the check to her attorney to be presented during the custody case. The above information is a summary of my conversation with Garrett Smith. The audio captured on a recording using my department-issued audio recorder and later uploaded to video oversight under this case number. See the recording for further details. Further review of divorce decree. On page 61, section 22, subsection A of the divorce decree, it states, mother and father will exchange financial information every 12 months. Brandon and Melanie both initialed acknowledgement on the bottom of the page 61 on the decree. With this information, as well as hundreds of thousands of dollars Melanie received from Brandon, according to the divorce decree, for half of the Quinn property sale, half of the multiple businesses they partially owned, $4,000 a month, in spousal maintenance, I'll be damned, and $775 a month in child support. There is no reason Melanie needed to log into Brandon's Chase business account in 2020 to obtain a copy of the deposit. Okay, and the green grass grew around and around. As stated by her attorney during our conversation. Oh my God, I'm gonna go take a breath with y'all. I might have to take a bathroom break. Oh my gosh, right? They are crazy. This is nuts. Yeah, we never heard that before. But this is why I still, no matter what I'm doing, where I'm at, I always go to sleep with my purse in my room. I don't know why. I just do. I mean, not that it's nothing against anybody, my kids, just me. I always sleep with it in my room. Just, I don't know. My thing is, it's just a good habit. And well, now everybody knows that I sleep with my purse in my room. Anyways, I don't even have a purse. Oh my gosh. Yeah, she broke the law. And I wonder if that's a reason to put this in, like, to make a report, because Garrett said that. And that way, maybe there's another defamation, or maybe that, I don't know if it's part of it or what. Very confusing. I am going to have to take a bathroom break, y'all. I got a potty. So I feel bad. I've never had to do this. I'm old. All right. Let's go take a potty break for just a second. I'm sorry. I'll be back. Hey, I'm back. Yeah. Well, yeah, the potty's not in here. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh man. Yeah, she is. She's part Cox, that's for sure. I remember, like, when I first started dabbling in making videos, like, kind of, I had started a channel, but I really didn't know what the hell I was doing. I just really wanted to share videos of JJ and Tylee and humanize them, because I have so many comments on, like, the video with JJ talking and singing and stuff like that, and people were like, they thought he was like incompetent, like unable to talk, but like he was just, Lori really dumbed him down, and so it surprised me big time when people would say, oh my gosh, I didn't know that, he was so smart, and yada, yada, yada. And I was like, wow, so it's just to humanize them. And anyway, so I made this video on iMovie and it's pretty scary. I mean, it's like I don't know. It just came stock or whatever with iPhone. And yeah, no, shoot him a link. Jason should have to sit through this shit too. hmm Oh, yeah, man, it's nuts. Anyways, I want to just visit. I don't want to keep reading the same thing over and over and over again. That's the only thing that's driving me insane. So, do y'all mind if I don't know how much more? Oh, we have a lot. uh, I don't know, my Wi-Fi thing's showing, so that means it's not connecting really well. Okay, it's gone. I hope y'all can hear me. Anyways, all right. Yeah. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let me go back. I need a massage. Conclusion. After review of this case, the documents presented in further investigation, I find there is probable cause to charge Melani Pawlowski, aka Melani Boudreau, with one account of ARS 13-2316A8 computer tampering C6F. I came to this conclusion, okay, based on the fact Melani Pawlowski knowingly accessed Brandon Boudreau's Chase Bank business account for Cougar Consulting. Melani was no longer listed on or had a reason to still access the business account online. Melanie obtained data, a copy of a business check for $12,000 contained on the Chase Bank website that she gave to her attorney and was later presented as an exhibit in her custody case. Long form complaint submitted. Okay. Please let there be a bunch of pages like this. Okay, and here's the Chase Bank statements. And I'll just kind of scroll through those. Autopilot. Oh, man. I've got to get a more comfortable chair. This one sucks. Huh. Lehigh, Utah. I remember there was a charge on Uncle Charles's, and he asked Lori, "Did you spend 100 and whatever at Walmart in somewhere Utah?" And I was like, I always wonder who did, you know. Oh my goodness. Da da dee da dee da. Okay. I mean, is it going? Okay. Complaint information. Victim Brandon Boudreau. Defendant Melanie Lee Pawlowski. All her information. Complaint to be signed by Detective Dr. V. I mean, Dr. V. Detective V. Witnesses, Brandon Boudreau. Remarks, request that a complaint be filed against defendant Melani Pawlowski for violation of ARS 13-2316A8, computer tampering, a Class 6 felony designated Class 1 misdemeanor. But like KJ said, she was on probation, and I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. The only thing that I'm just like, okay, but they don't just get away with this, they don't. And I mean, I know it's just going to catch up to them. That's what my gut tells me. But everything we see is not. Oh, okay. Defendant's name, Melani Pawlowski. Booking number, alias Melani Boudreau. General information. Defendant is presently... Other information. Defendant is presently on probation, parole, or any other form of release involving other charges or convictions. None. List any prior arrests, convictions. SAA. What the hell? I don't know what SAA is. Defendant is currently employed with him. None, right? Offense location. Offense date 12/16/20. That's where she lives. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Probable cause statement. Summarize and include the facts which establish probable cause for the arrest for the crimes charged. On 12/16, the victim reported his ex-wife, who is the listed defendant, accessed his Chase Bank business account, without his permission. Documents were provided showing the listed defendant presented a copy of a check the victim placed into his Chase Bank account as part of the listed defendant and the victim's civil custody issue. On 11/2/21, I attempted to interview the listed defendant regarding this case, but her attorney contacted me and informed me he would speak to me on her behalf. The listed defendant's attorney informed me in a recorded conversation that the listed defendant accessed the victim's bank account and retrieved a copy of the check provided during the civil custody hearing, even though she is not on the account and has no reason to access the victim's business account. The victim desires and will assist in prosecution in this case. Go me. Now I'm picking. Booking. I don't know. Whatever. Defendant's name, Melani Pawlowski. Booking number. They don't have one. DR number 2020-203527000. E, crimes against persons relation. It's number 2 is checked. The victim. How was situation brought to the attention of the police? The victim, just like everything else. Was the defendant under the influence of alcohol or drugs at the time? Yes. No, it says unknown. Domestic violence issue. Nope. I don't see anything. Drug offenses. I don't see anything. Arresting agency. Oh, that's their phone number. I need to learn all these codes. I must be getting sick. Hold on. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm not feeling too great. Okay. Related attachment emails. Email with Brandon 11/3 regarding business account, business check access. And then, yes, I did mobile deposit into the bank account. These are their emails between him and the detective, between Brandon and the detective. This check was written to my business at my office. His business partner at my office handed to me, and I scanned it and then disposed of. So you are correct. At no point could she have seen it without accessing my account. Also, the picture she submitted is the exact same picture Chase holds on file when you access the account through the online Chase account. On Wednesday, November 3rd, Jody V. I forgot to ask why. I'm sorry. Did you physically receive the check from the issuer and deposit it into your account? I'm trying to show there is no way she would have seen the check unless she accessed your account. Another email from Brandon to Detective V. Chase Bank 0995. I attached a PDF of the account statement if that helps. I believed I scanned it in the day it was written on Tuesday, November 2nd, 2021. Which bank was the check deposited? Where your business account is located? What are the last four digits of your business account where the check was deposited? And the check is dated 3/2/20. So when did it actually deposit? I have to put all that info in my court order. Brandon Boudreau to Jody V. I think you are correct. This is how everything has been handled the entire time. On Tuesday, Jody wrote, just an FYI, I sent her an email asking to speak to her via telephone tomorrow or Thursday, and I received a call from her attorney asking what the case is about. I told him it's regarding the check deposited into your account that was presented at a custody. Oh my God. Y'all know. I'm guessing she will not speak with me, and I will have to write a court order to see how when the check was accessed. I'm sorry, I'm fading fast. Not that I had a strong game in the beginning. Brandon Boudreau to Jody. Contact info for Melani. Yes, that's her contact info. Her email address is blank. On Tuesday, November 2nd, Jody wrote, hi, Brandon. Is this the phone number for Melanie? 4803219876. On your text conversation, the best number for her? Also, do you have her email address? I'd ask which one. Emails with attorney Garrett Smith regarding the case. You know it's going to be a long-winded one, too, because he likes to talk. From Garrett Smith to Jody. Call me tomorrow, my cell. Garrett. Sent from my iPhone. On November 2nd, Jody wrote, hi, Garrett. Thank you for getting back to me so quickly. This case involves a cop. I'm not reading that. Respectfully, Detective Jody V. Financial crimes. Garrett Smith says on November 2nd, 2021 to Jody. He CC'd Robert Jarvis. Regarding Melani Pawlowski. Detective, my name is Garrett Smith, and I represent Melani Pawlowski. She forwarded me an email you sent to her seeking input into your investigation. Please contact me on my cell phone to discuss her participation in that effort at blank, or you can email me back to discuss as well. Signed off, Garrett Smith. Copy of entire divorce decree. The deed release of Quinn House dated 10/18/19. Miscellaneous attached. Email 1 received from Brandon. From Jody to blank. Hi, Brandon. Oh, hello. I was just assigned the case you filed in December of 2020. I'm very sorry your case has taken so long to assign. Our unit was in a transition between, I bet, one sergeant retiring and another one taking over. Our previous sergeant, K Baggs, just retired, and he was in charge of reading the cases filed online as well as assigning us in financial crimes unit cases. Since he was retiring, things were kind of a mess, but we have a new sergeant, R. Sheehan, that is now assigning cases. Do you have documentation to prove the identity theft claim that occurred in Mesa? No attachments are linked to the report you filed, but in your narrative, you talk about your ex-wife, Melanie, providing an image of a check from your business account, account during civil court. That's karma. I always get insta karma. See? I know you also filed a case with Gilbert PD as well, and I have not contacted that detective, but I wanted to. Man, it seems like everything fought against him. Like he's having to do their damn work for them. It seems, in my opinion. What they do, write that shit? I mean, that stuff. Oh my goodness. This is the email between Melanie and Brandon. Let me downsize that a bit. On Friday, March 6th of 2020. So I'm trying to put this in the timeline. Lori, she was already back in Rexburg, right? Madison County, when she snubbed her nose up at the world. When is a good time for me to have a call with the kids? Will you please let our kids talk to their mother? Oh my God. Exhibit 2. $6,291.72. Chased on 10/8/2019. Brandon Boudreau. Okay. Exhibit 3. This check is for $271.74. Paid to the order of Melani Boudreau and or Brandon Boudreau. Who the hell's it from? Policy number. Okay. January 20th, 2020. Exhibit 4. I can't see sideways. I'm trying. Cougar Row Consulting. Experience LLC. 3/2/2020, $12,000. Percentage of TV company. Okay. Email 2 received from Brandon. Attached is a specific spot in the decree where she signed identifying the account as my property, as well as a text of her acknowledging that she has removed herself from my account. Received on Thursday, October 28th, 2021. Jody wrote, "This is great. Thank you. I just need a copy of the divorce decree and whatever documentation you have showing she was no longer allowed to access the business account and should not have had access to the check to Cougar Consulting." And then Brandon writes Jody V. Brandon Boudreau, and it's from Kreider, his attorney. Hi, Brandon. Attaches respondents' 5th supplemental disclosure that we received from them. Regards, Shelby Beecher, yada, yada, yada. From Beverly Thomas to Brad Kreider. Okay. Mr. Kreider / Kelly, please find attached a copy of respondents' 5th supplemental disclosure statements and exhibits 1 to 4. Please note that unless requested, a hard copy will not be mailed. Thank you, Beverly Thomas, paralegal at the Zachary Law Group. Oh, I need to turn the TV down. It's on some other court case. I don't know. That's a debt relief agency, it seems like. Okay. Email 3 from Brandon to Jody V on October 28, 2021. Attachments 2019 10-10 1022 2019. Boudreau consent decree. Okay. Attaches our divorce decree on on Thursday, October 28, 2021, 7:38 a.m. Jody V wrote, "This is great. Thank you. I just need a copy of the divorce decree and whatever document." Well, good gosh. You have showing she was no longer allowed to access the business account and should not have what the hell? I'd be so mad. Hi, Brandon. Attached as respondent. Okay, yeah. They're just doing a big circle jerk. It seems like. Unless requested, a hard copy will not be emailed. They're a debt relief agency. Email 4 received from Brandon. Brandon sent to Jody, forward Boudreau and Boudreau, Thursday, October 28, 2021. Attaches conversation on October 1st with her acknowledging she would remove herself by Monday from my business account. Jody V wrote, "This is great. Thank you. I just need a copy of it." Oh my gosh. She just said the same thing over and over again. Like a plunger. Bringing up old shit. Okay. Slap me anytime I say I'm going to do this ever again. I'm just like, okay, I'm done. Email 5. Brandon to Jody V. October 28, 2021. Arizona Revised Statutes Title 13. I believe this is most of what I gave Detective Pilar. I will verify with him that this is correct when I can get a hold of him. His number is blank if you want to reach out and need any more information. On Thursday, October 28th, 7:38 a.m., Jody V responds, "This is great. Thank you. I just need a copy of the divorce decree and whatever documentation you have showing she was no longer allowed to." What the? I was about to cuss. October. It sounds like he's getting the runaround. Unless I don't know. I'm not feeling too great. So March 13, 2020. Hi, Brennan. Attaches the respondent's 5th supplemental disclosure that we received from them. Regards, Shelby Beecher. Beverly Thomas, March 13. Oh my goodness. Mr. Kreider, Kelly, please find the attached respondent's 5th supplemental disclosure statements and exhibits 1 to 4. Please note that okay. Is it just a bunch of same copies of the same damn thing? Email 6. Quinn property was a home we owned at 3150 South Quinn, which I want to write that down real quick. 3150 South Quinn Avenue. Okay. October 28th, 2021. Okay. The sale and the split of the money for it was what we were talking about in the text originally. I offered to send her half of it once it was deposited. She didn't believe I would give her half, even though I had already given her several $100,000 at this point and wanted her own account on file. After a phone conversation, I believe I agreed to it and then texted her, asking her to remove herself from my bank account, which she said she would do. Then several days later, oh my God, he just run on. Several days later, I asked if she had done it, and she lied and said yes. On Thursday, October 28th, 2021. What is Quinn property? This is Jody to Brandon. And when did this sell, since it says she has 60 days after the sale? Brandon responds to Jody. Attached is a specific spot in the decree where she signed the damn thing, identifying the account as my property, as well as a text of her acknowledging that she has removed herself from my account. Anyways, I'm getting frustrated for him. On October 28th, 2021. This is great. Thank you. I just need a copy of the divorce decree on whatever documentation you have showing she was no longer allowed to. Oh my God, I'm going to go pawn. Never mind, I'm not going to do that. That's violent. But, oh my God. Brandon, October 27, 2021, to Jody. From legal assistant. A forwarded message, March 13, 2020. Hi, Brandon. Attached is the, oh my God, respondent's fifth supplemental disclosure that we just received from them. All right. We made some contact. From Beverly Thomas, sent Friday, March 13th. Okay, find it. Find attached a copy of respondent's fifth supplemental disclosure. Copy and paste, basically. Let's see. Screenshot of text from Melanie for account removal. Let's see her lie. Yep, she lied. No, I'm picking. Okay. October 7th. Pulling up. Are you removing yourself today from my bank account? 8:30, 9:19, 3:03 p.m. Question mark. Yes, it's done at 3:03 p.m. Tuesday, October 8th, 8:29. Here. This is after he was shot at. If you want to stop it from coming out, I need to cancel it and reissue a new policy. It will require both of us to sign. Do you want me to send the form? 8:29, 2:31, 4:20. Whole next day. October 9th. This is the day that Tammy was shot at. And this is Brandon. I'll assume you don't want the form, so the insurance will continue to come out of your account. 11:14 a.m. October 10th. I guess pulling up or pulling in. I'd pull out. That's between me and you. Anywho. Screenshot divorce decree for bank removal. Oh my God. Okay. Joint accounts. Brandon and Melanie acknowledge they have a community interest and are joint owners of the following. Chase Business checking account for Cougar Consulting bank account with the last four digits of 0995. Brandon and Melanie agree it is assigned to Brandon for liability from 60 days from the date of sale of the Quinn property forwarded, and Melanie will be removed from the account on or before 60 days from the date of the sale of the Quinn property. And what's all this? Oh. I'm just going to read it. Let's read quietly. Alrighty. Yep. She has a signature on there. Oh. Okay. Okay, no. Come in a little bit. Melanie to this is Brandon. If you're splitting the wire, please remove Oh, okay. If you're splitting the wire, please remove yourself from my accounts. 4:41 p.m. 6:40 p.m. I have business partners that aren't comfortable with you having login access. No shit. To the accounts. I am trying to be polite. When can I expect you to sign to be removed? I need to let them know. I have been more than patient. Please simply tell me a time and I'll have everything prepared. Sure, I can do that Monday at 7:19 p.m. Is there a reason you can't tomorrow? You were supposed to do it last month. Wednesday, October 2nd. Pulling up at 7:40. Be there in a minute. Thursday, October 3rd. That's weird. Yes, the babies are fine. Where's the missing conversation? Yes, the babies are fine. They were tucked in bed getting ready for school now. Hope you're having a better day. 6:52 a.m. Are you aware of what happened to me yesterday? If not, please call me after drop off. This isn't a text conversation. Can you effing imagine? Oh my God. I can't log into the lunch balance. I don't know what you want me to do. Do you want to just Venmo me and I can do it later? What the Emma? Where's the rest? Holy cow. Oh my goodness. Anyways, screenshot of text between Brandon and Melanie. Oh, y'all, this is the last page. Y'all are some troopers. Oh my gosh. Am I going to be able to read it? I doubt it. Hey, come back over here. 12 transactions or something. 9.5 or something. I don't know. Let me back up. 9.12, 9.19, 9.26, 9.22, I think. I don't know. What day will funds be distributed into 0995 account so I know when to transfer my portion to my account and sign off at Chase? Yesterday-ish. I'll transfer it. I won't know what day. Oh my God, I can't really see it. So today, hopefully by Friday, funds will be available. I don't know. 320 for Breeze pickup. That's one of their son's name is Breeze. If you're splitting the wire, please tomorrow. Okay, so these are the ones we already saw. All right. Good God. Yay. I feel like I owe y'all money. Holy crap. That is weird. That last whatever was like cryptic to me. Like, I know it's missing text, but maybe it's because it's under investigation or whatever. Allegedly. Who knows? Right? She would know. She don't know her ass from a hole in the wall. Just saying. Oh my God. Or no. I take that back. I mean, I've heard that, and I don't have any basis. I mean, I'm just sharing what I was told. Was just basically she's more conniving than her aunt. And so that is where, I mean, I'm just like, wow, sometimes I even kind of find myself like, I don't know. I don't know. And I hate to say it, but y'all know I'm just a very empathetic person. I'm compassionate, and sometimes when you're looking through all these things at the tea leaves and you're just trying to figure it out, but then again I come back with logic and critical thinking, and I'm like, hell no. She knew something. She knew and knows more than she ever let on. You don't live I live next door to people. I hear when they crank their car in the morning. You understand? I'm like, wait, why are they getting up at, they must be late today or whatever. I'm just saying, these things, we're creatures of habit. And especially being a Taurus, okay? Just saying. um, Big time. It doesn't make sense to me at all. What about y'all? So Laura says, so yeah, he was shot at the second day before house sale. Yes. Right. Eric tweeted about 20 minutes ago that Laura Horror had her status conference followed by an order to transport. Uh, well, what the hell was Gigi saying? Because Gigi came on and she did a YouTube short video. What the hell? But it was from Justin, she said. Mm-mm. Hold on. We're going to go find it. I'll be down. I mean, kind of, it just wouldn't be out of the realm. So, wait, where do I go, Kathy? Eric tweeted. Eric. Oh, Biggie. Okay. Huh. Let's see. I don't even know what to do. At Chasing Paper? No. Uh, I don't know. Let me just. I'm typing. I can't talk and type. Oh my gosh. Okay, Kathy, what's his handle? Okay, Justin tweeted a response to Gigi and said the information was also what she. Oh wow. Oh wow. Yeah, you can't, especially with JJ, Leanne. Especially with JJ, he was loud. My kids are loud. I'm loud. Hell, you know. Um, you can't. I don't. And they shared a wall. There's no. You can't convince me. You can't. You can't convince me. Otherwise, everybody knew when JJ was around. Okay. Oh man. I can't believe that. I mean, I can. I can believe. I can believe it. She sends herself over the edge, I think, Laura. I mean, she is a freaking. I don't even. It's so weird because I've interacted with this person, and I mean, I consider myself to have a good judge of character. Then again, I wasn't really, you know, checking her out or whatever. And I always had like other. There was always a lot going on around us, and she's very overwhelming. She's just very um kind of okay. Have you ever been around somebody who it's that love bombing thing where they're just like, I mean, in like one breath, she'd be like, "Oh my God, your hair," because she was a hair colorist, okay, and and she was like, "Oh, you're a neutral six," and so she colored my hair a chocolatey brown, neutral six. And but she's just so much like she spent so much time just paying compliments and just she was engaged, like she was engaged in what I was saying. That's just how she was. But here we are. It's crazy. I never would have seen. I never foresaw this. Nobody did. Not not that I know of. I mean, besides, you know, like Annie saying, her later account in 2018. I mean, it's just nuts. It's nuts when you have Satan in your damn family and it's that close and it touches your family and it changes your entire trajectory. Shallow puddle, no depth. I like that. Yeah. I mean, and I think the part that bothers me the most, I mean, besides the heinous shit they've done, is that she spent a lot of one-on-one time with my daughter. And my we're going to get her license next week. She'll be 17 in December. Um, and Ashlyn, my daughter, was really close to JJ, really super close to JJ. Um, there, Ashlyn is her real dad is from England. There you go. Um, and so her grandparents moved to the States probably like 38 years ago now, but or probably longer. But anyways, they never did lose their accent. And I remember I used to have to like read their lips because they just talk different. Like um my whenever me and Aaron, her dad, were dating, his mom left a message on my voicemail and she said, "Aaron, you forgot your specs." And I was like, "Oh, you forgot your specs." you know. And I mean, just whatever. It was just funny. It was cute. And all that good stuff. But they just talk different and they never did lose their accent. And they were funny. They were fun to be around. I don't know where I'm going with that. Isn't that crazy though? Like it makes me freak out about that whole thing with my daughter. Like I'll she won't have to worry about any kind of court hearing, I swear. Oh my god. Um and so I don't want to pry things out of my daughter. I just kind of allow her to I allow her to just kind of tell me when she wants and how she wants, and um I let it be. All right, I'm looking at a tweet. Lori Vallow had a status conference today, followed by an order to transport. I don't think they're taking her to Disney World. Okay. And then uh-uh. She is tactless. tacky. And you know what sucks is she'll have every damn subscriber because that's what happens. I wish her the best of luck. Oh my goodness. It took me a minute to figure that out. But I want to know. I want you to know, and I haven't had a chance to tell or talk about it, but it's um there was a basically a break between Hidden True Crime and Hellas. But anyways, I was just like, oh, it made it official. You know, I would too. I would distance. But anyways, the sun comes up for everybody every day, right? Right. But yeah, oh no, don't be sorry. It's fine. It is what it is. There's nothing you or me or anybody on this planet can do. It is just going to play out how it's going to play out. I'm not going to say that I'm not, of course it hadn't sunk in yet. And, none of that really ever does sink in. Just kind of does it in time. But then, you know how we do. We dust off and we just get back on and we just keep going. So, that's what we'll do here. Yeah, the dynamic duo broke up. It kind of sounded, you know, I think it's very smart on their part, in my opinion. But the damage is done. It's not for the victims. Anybody who with eyes and ears can see that. And for people to call people like that a hero, that hurts. That you're just like, really? The heroes to me in the story, there are no heroes besides Charles, Tammy, Joe. I said them out of order. Tammy, Joe, Tylee, JJ, and Charles. Those are the only heroes in this. And nobody wins, It just is what it is. Oh my God. Yeah, I agree, Mr. Tom. I don't know. I if people only knew, and y'all know that most of y'all, know this, that there's a lot of things that happen behind the scenes, and I've just not said it out loud publicly, and I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that unless I'm ever forced to do that. I'm one of those people that I'm like, you know what? It will catch up. One thing I did learn from the Book of Mormon is, by ye fruits ye shall know. And it's true. It's totally true. Because it's for the victims, it's for the victims, it's for the victims. But then you go look on her landing page, and it doesn't say a damn thing about the victims. Nothing. It's just about I, me. And it's like I can't do anything for my family. They have to figure this out on their own. If it were to be dangerous or something, I'd step in, of course. But, I can't tell them how to grieve, and vice versa. So ye is right. And I'm not one of those kind of people. I'm not one that has to be right or has to be wrong. I just, people will see. True colors, they always shine through. And I don't know. Egos I've seen. Now that's something I have seen a lot of is the egos. I mean, and of course I really didn't pay attention until Lori Vallow and Chad Daybell happened, right? I'm telling you, I was so oblivious in my world prior to this, and then they happen, and then now it's like I'm like, oh yeah, oh okay. There's that thing, okay, and I try to see it in myself, so I don't know. I just don't think it was ever about the victims in the first place. Just a feeling, just that gut feeling, and then stuff started happening, and I've been living with that on me since the indictments came down in 2021. And it's been a long time, and somebody who's not even scared, somebody who is okay with coming between people, or and I hate to say this about myself, I don't consider myself a victim, but I am family of the victims, and anybody who's okay with coming in between a victim's family members ain't okay with me, and that should show you everything, so it just sucks. It really does, but anyways. It's a tough road to hoe. Hellas started her own YouTube channel, so again, and she'll have a bunch of followers and supporters and hero callers, and that's fine. It's nothing different, right? I'm sure that she'll team up with other lawyers, and but again, by ye fruits ye shall know. It is what it is. So I wish her the best of luck. And as long as she doesn't act like she talks for me or on my behalf, we're okay. Until further notice. But I really don't. It's just like when Julie Rowe interjected herself in the cases, or in this, I was just like, what the hell? Why is Julie Rowe interjecting herself? Well, I mean, it's the same vibe I get, people interject them. It's the weirdest thing. And I know that's not the first, case where this has happened. I know it's happened. I just don't, I can't point to it, but it does happen, and it's weird. And it's just like, oh, okay. So I don't know. We're all human. We're all people. We all put on our pants the same way. So I don't know. But anyways, I'm sorry about that botched up reading. That was a lot to take on by myself. Yeah. Maybe. I think there was a book advance too. But, and it's so weird. I think, what's the name of the publisher? Is it Porcius or something? And I remember, or something. It's like something that Zalima and Lori texted to each other, and it was like some weird names, Porcius and something else. I think it started with an M. And yeah, Tom, totally agree. I agree. It sucks to be in my position, because I want to be on I want to be on that side and just be like, yeah, but my mom raised me to turn the other cheek, and turn the other cheek, and turn the other cheek. That's why I have big cheeks, remember? So I don't care for how I've been hurt. And friends of mine have been hurt by actions from that platform. and I won't support it. My friends won't support it. I don't make them. It's their choice. Um, and I don't know. I've already talked too much about her. But anyways, that's just not my normal style. But anyway, Pegasus. Okay. I was thinking Porcius. It's the same difference. Yeah. You would think, Leanne, and that's what baffles me. And I mean, it's not like I go and search things, just to be like, oh yeah, oh, this is how you do it. But I mean, there's other channels talking about it. And so I'm not crazy, I'm not off in my thinking. Um, and it's getting more and more validated. Not that I need it, but it sure is nice to know that because sometimes I'm like, well, am I just being too hard? Am I just nitpicking at something? Um, or what? And when you start to see other people that you have no, oh, yeah. Oh, that's really cool, man. Right. I don't know. I mean, there's enough drama in the story. It needs no more. Me too, Laura. Me too. I mean, because that was part of it also. Um, okay. Anyways, we will. And like I said, there's a time and a place for everything. Um, you know, these are just distractions, in my opinion. Um, or if we let them, then they can be distractions. They're hurtful distractions. I'll tell you that. But when you focus on what's really at the heart of the matter, and that is getting justice, fair justice, just justice. When you focus on Tylee and Charles and Tammy and JJ and Joe, when you focus on them, then I focus on my parents and I focus on other family members, that aren't my family members. I look at the whole totality of it, and it's just like, wow, you know, there's a lot of hurt going on, and hurt people, you know, and I'm guilty of it myself. So I'm no better than anybody else. So that's just it. That's just it. You know, I agree with you right there all the way, Kathy. Yeah, the stories. And see, and that was just, I didn't really know a lot of that was going on. Um, because I looked at everybody like Awen, like Lori Hellis. I looked at everybody like that as a buffer between me and the bad people. And the bad people they still scare me in a way, not scare me, but you still can't drop your defenses, because just because people are like, oh, well, there's no cult. Well, there kind of is, there's kind of a really big one. And, um, I found a Jesus card in the middle of my living room, and it's from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And it had my name on it, and it had, it's right here. I'll never lose sight of it. It's a reminder. I lie, it's not right there. It might be behind that picture. But just to never lose sight, or get complacent, because you never know. You might be pissing somebody off and they might want to shut you up, or maybe you're uncovering something that they don't even know, or they do know, and they want to keep it covered. There's a reason that religions have gone on and on and on and on and on, and abuse has gone on and on and on. It's not because, justice got its way, because everything was good. No, it's because they silence people, or they make them look crazy, like my. I mean, I remind myself of him all the time. How he's the crazy one. He sounded absolutely effing bonkers. And only until I started to talk to people around my town, when I'd run right there to the store every now and then, I rarely get out now, but I mean, just to anybody other than Jason, um, I just, and I'd be like, how's your, oh, have you heard about the, doomsday? That finally I got to start saying that. But I didn't have that. My Uncle Charles didn't have that. He was just like, my wife, she's freaking losing her mind. She's lost her marbles, yada, yada, yada. And it made him look crazy. And I think that is part of the tactic. I think that's part of the way they continue to thrive and silence people. And it's really, really shitty. It really is, when you really think about it. Lori needed help. And Uncle Charles sat with my Uncle Bobby before he was murdered and said, what's going to happen when Lori comes down from this? And then he was murdered. And I always wonder, what's going to happen when Lori comes down from this? I always wonder. But anyways, what term? Oh, the cult within a cult within a cult. Yeah. I got that from Julie. Pick up on the way she talks. She says a portal in a portal, and everything's in everything. System within a system. It's a it's a something within a something. Okay. And that's exactly, I would talk to Jen all the time about it, and yeah, I agree. I agree with you, Laura. Oh, man. I don't even think Stephen King could ever, it's really crazy. It's crazy. And then it's like your family is scarred for life. I mean, I guess. I don't know. I hope not. That's why I try to take all their words, everything that they say. And I know it like KJ will be like, oh, to hell with what they said, and I get it. I get it. Because it does get annoying. Because to hell with what Lori and Chad say. But I like to take everything that they said and I like to turn it around. And I like to use it like fight fire with fire, like, oh, well, here you go. I like to poke holes in their stuff. And that's why I'm so freaking grateful that I did go the boring route and the tough route, the hard route, because I know nobody else in my family went this way. And I'm just like, holy crap, I feel like I could be a what do you call it? Interpreter. Because it's so crazy when the kids are missing and you're talking about missing children and people getting, your family getting shot at and murdered. My mom was on that zombie list. Let's not forget that. And I mean, I would sit there outside at night and because it was a long time, and I would go get boxes from the dollar store right down the road so I could break them down. And that's why my eyebrows are thin. Straight up. I think I burnt them too much. And oh, thank you. Yeah, giving them the words puts the attention back, yes, of the word of where it belongs. And when I kept seeing over and over and over again just random comments of the church doesn't teach that, and I was just like, okay, no, nobody said anything about the church. Nobody said anything about anything like that. There's nobody in this conversation talking about that. Why are you saying that? And it was just the oddest thing for me. And so I couldn't understand what they were saying either, because they would talk in parables. I wasn't super religious, you know. My grandfather, yes. Me, no. But I don't know. That, and whenever I saw Lori show up in the courtroom, yeah, my eyebrows. When Lori showed up in the courtroom and she snubbed her nose up to the world, to my parents, to Brandon, to Colby, right there, to the judge, to everybody who watched that. I was like, that, I mean, and I'm not a professional. I'm not a professional, but again, I'm not a dumbass, I haven't been living under a damn rock. I've been oblivious, but I mean, I'm a quick learner. Well, I was just like, that is a learned behavior. That's a learned behavior. What is she so arrogant about? What does she know that we don't? Well, she knew plenty. They were safe, and happy. See how? But anyways, I did just match with the situation, just like with the denial of the church and being involved. It didn't match with this situation, so it sent me into this deep dive that I'm coming out of ever since I went to Rexburg when she became competent in April. Well, that was short lived, but I didn't realize that. I mean, I dove down and I didn't come back up. And so now I'm just pulling all of it together. And yes, it is in the Book of Mormon. Yes, it is in the scriptures. Those people, I'm just like, I just want to say bullshit. I'm calling bullshit. you don't, that, I don't understand. Threw me off. And so now it's just like, here's where all it's in the scripture, and it's more than that though. There's so much more, but you can't just come out and say it, because when you're dealing with a bunch of conspiracy theorists, they make you look crazy. You understand? So it's weird. It's the weirdest thing to be entangled with, and you have to be careful. You have to be careful. I don't want to offend anybody. I just to tell the truth as I see it, and I mean, I'm being fair. I am being so fair. I'm being so fair, it hurts. And other people are, they're making all these summarizations and stuff like this, and it's making it on Netflix, and it's making it on Datelines, and it's making it on 2020. It's making it on all the news, because that's, I guess, what people want to hear. But the truth is, it's deeper than this, and it's taken some time, and anything that's good is worth it. Yeah, they make you seem like the conspiracy theorists. I know. If it was just like back, exactly what I think it is, y'all would be like, okay, yeah, go join your aunt over there. Go get you a straight jacket, girl. But that's one of the techniques, I just know that, and it's not just that religion. It's all religions, in my opinion. I mean, it's okay to be. I'm religious. I believe in God. Um, I just don't believe in man-made religion. I didn't know there was a difference. So many things I've learned, but it's. I know it's worth it. Yeah. And not all conspiracies are bad. I've watched some things about it, you know? Not every conspiracy is a conspiracy or, you know, a bad one. That some of them are not. Some are actually true or whatever. And I mean, whatever, you know? I don't whatever. But it's just very, and yeah, you have to be technical. That is the key to all of this. You have got to put yourself, this is what I've done. I've put myself where I see things through Chad and Lori's and friends' eyes. I went down to their level. How do they see it? How were they raised? How, you know, okay, well, what factors in here, and what, you know, her dad's a, you know, sovereign citizen, yada yada yada. Um, yeah, I did. I bet. I agree. But you have to be literal. They believe in a literal. It says it. I mean, that's widely known. That's on the first landing page of the website on of the church. They believe in the literal gathering. Um, I forgot the rest, but right now. But I mean, they believe in the literal gathering of Israel. That's what it is. And um and I mean, that's, you take that literal. If you take that now you got to take everything literal. So even things are worded in the court documents, I really watch out for that, because we know that a lot of the people, you know, in the court system over there are of that faith. And so I'm super careful. I'm like, aha, you know, you've got to sit there and read word for word, because just like Chad and Lori, they found a way to justify murder. I can tell you that. I've seen it. I have pointed, I have read the scriptures, I have read the doctrines, the eternal laws, the principles, the I can't think of all that stuff because I'm not that kind of person. I can't just think of it off the top of my head. But that's what I do. And I'm really passionate about this because it has been the most boring, dull, um, yet intriguing. I know I sound like a freaking nerd, but I mean, it, I dove in and I really just, yeah, less reason. No, that is a good idea. And if there's a delay, less reason to sever. Correct. That is a good observation. And you know, they're all tactics, right? By not making choices, sometimes they're making choices. That is interesting. Oh my gosh. I feel like we need to have a live stream, but you know, public tomorrow, not today, because I'm not, I need to go take some medicine for my head. It is a good point. I don't know. But I mean, okay. Does that make all the time stuff they were talking about? A compassionate, caring nerd. Thank you. Talk nerdy to me. I mean, I just don't understand. Like, would that? I don't. He's just super good at it, but he's super fast. He'll sum it up just like I could sum up the whole church thing in 30 seconds. But will you understand? Will I get you to understand how I got there? No, not at all. So he's just like, oh yeah, well this, you know, and I'm like, okay. Tell me again. You know, I just don't get it. So, well, I like I like being a nerd, you know. And I really just want to give meaning to, like, I want to do right by the victims, and not just Tylee and JJ, Charles, Tammy and Joe. There are others. And you know, there's just always that understanding or that dream I had where Charles, my uncle, came to me in my dream, and he said that their deaths would it's word for word verbatim. Their deaths would uncover something far more dark and far more sinister. And when I woke up, I was like, this, you don't ask this question that I asked. You know, you're like, what in the F could be more dark and more sinister than freaking zombies and murder and, you know, all these things. And then the universe says, hold my beer. And there's tons of things that I see, and that, you know, eventually there's holes, you know, and that's where light is able to penetrate, and it's able to shine light and bring things, you know, because eventually, I mean, from this, I've witnessed it with my own eyes in my own life. I've witnessed something dark come to light, and it always will come to light, not maybe when we want it to, you know, in God's time, in his time, when it's time, that's when it comes to light. And that is refreshing to me. You know, I would rather, I mean, when, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm getting all off into this, but I did learn this also. Whenever somebody is a narcissist, you don't tell them, hey, you're a narcissist. Or when somebody's a drug addict, you don't say, hey, you're a drug addict. Hey, you're an alcoholic. No, you, um, I'm learning that you have to just meet them with compassion and a lot of patience, and just slowly and gently kind of show them your truth. You know, you can't do anything for anybody. You know, you just can't. I've tried. I know y'all have tried, right? Um, yeah, that is what they do, Kathy. Exactly. There are so many people, you know, who are just engulfed in this, you know, and this, I mean, in the religion part, they're held captive basically, and I was one of them, and I wasn't even really into the church. I was born a Catholic, but okay, that was about it, you know. They just repeated the same things over and over again every year at catechism. And I don't know. I guess I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I'm learning scripture really for the first time, but it's through the Book of Mormon. So there you go. I mean, I know the difference between the two. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, oh no, that don't sound right. It's, I don't know. It's weird. And I guess this is why God put me through this situation. That's the only thing I can think of. God, my mama always says God will get you to do things. I mean, you know, she had a stroke, and she said he made me slow down, you know, because she would never slow down, and God slowed her down, she says. So God put me where I felt I needed to read scripture or to read into the doctrine to further understand it. But, you know, yeah, I agree. This was my calling, which is crazy. It's crazy because never, ever, ever. Yeah. Yeah. I hate the way it came about, but I never. What? Real? Oh my God. I hated talking about religion. Oh my God. I'd rather I'd rather watch paint dry. I'd rather watch Chin. for 12 hours straight. Oh man, but it's worth it, you know. I know that it's not going like all the things that I'm learning and all the people that I'm meeting along the way, such as yourselves, God's army. I know that God put you guys and everybody in my life that I didn't seek out, you know. I was, and I remember telling myself, I'm like, he'll do it for you. He'll put the right people in your path, in your life, in his time, you know. And I felt so alone forever. And but a lot of that was, you know, me just I was so bogged down that I didn't know how to come up for air. So yeah, me too, me too. But I'm so glad y'all were here and y'all came and um oh yeah. Oh yeah, I hope you feel better. There's somebody revving their vehicle up. See? You can hear neighbors. Mine live like a half a acre away, okay? That's just one side. So I know that Ish Melanie Felonies heard JJ. You know, she's a damn liar, in my opinion. But anyways, well, I love you guys. Thank y'all for, you know, hanging with me for this first one. I don't think I'm gonna make it public. I don't feel like it. So I don't know. We'll go find out more about Laura Horror and if she went to the cuckoo house, and we'll take it from there. But I love you guys, and I'll see y'all next time. Love always wins.